Are you putting more than one project in a fund, or are you doing a fund per project?
So our fund, there's obviously two types of deals out there on the capital raising side. There's single asset syndications, which is one deal, one LLC. And there's funds, which are identical to a syndication, but a fund is generally a collection of assets. And the reason we like the fund strategy a little bit more is the geographic and cash flow diversification that a multi-property portfolio offers versus one deal. So inevitably in a 10-property portfolio, 2 deals might be behind forecast, 6 are on forecast, and 2 are ahead. And they all kind of balance each other out. So our fund is a multi-property strategy. So far this year, we've acquired 9 self-storage facilities, which represent around $45 million in gross capitalization. We've got $30 million in acquisitions on deck for September, and then we've got a few deals that we're chasing for Q4. So by the time the fund closes, we'll have between 13 to 15 properties.
Wow.
Nice. Well, I mean, that's always the best strategy, is to be diversified as possible. You're diversified geographically, and then you're diversified because you have, obviously more than one property that's involved. It's no different than having somebody that has 1 rental property or 5 rental properties. If you're doing single family homes, or if you're making loans on 1 property versus 25 properties, inside of a fund structure.
Yep.
It's always the best way to go if you can have multiple assets.
Absolutely.
Great deep dive into a fund. People don't
awesome,
get to hear this.
You still have, are you still raising capital on your second fund?
We are. We're getting fairly full for our September allocation, but we've got room in Q4. So we're probably close the fund out around $35 million. And end of September, we will have deployed about 28 million, 29. So another 5, 6 or so to go for Q4. So we've got some bandwidth still. And it just kind of depends on capital raising and deal flow, both of which are never, as you know, perfectly in balance.
We feel your pain.
The pendulum, we know too well.
Yeah, it's always too much money, not enough deals, and then the next day it's too many deals and not enough money.
I remember I was telling our loan department before I went on vacation. We were in the same thing. We're like, all right, if you have to fund just 1 deal, this is the one you fund. And then when I got back, it was like, we need to fund 20 deals. Where are we at? Like, it swings that fast.
Doesn't take long.
Yeah.
Yep, couldn't agree more.
Listen, that's been this business ever since I've been in it, and it's nothing new. It's funny. It always works out.
It does.
No matter what, it always works out. So
it does.
Capital is typically, people who first get in this, they think that is the hardest part. Capital is the easiest part.
Money's everywhere.
It is mindset and opportunities. So those are the things that you have to, take hold of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Capital's always there.